Hey there everyone, this is Rao. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I can finally talk a bit more louder. I am so sorry for my last videos where I've been talking in a more quieter tone. Even now I'm sure I'm still talking in a low tone because it is still late for me. But y'all, I just wanted to make this video really more so showing you guys my boss fight attempt here on Shattered Veil. This was my first attempt, literally first attempt at the Easter egg by myself, solo dolo. I genuinely thought I was not going to make it this far, so I didn't even plan on recording anything. Again, this is all straight from the PS5. Thanks to the PS5 capture system and stuff like that, I was able to record up to an hour of gameplay. But leading up to it is just me kind of, grinding, getting kills, getting points, so on and so forth. I don't even think I have Mark 2s here, or should I say Mark 2? Pack Punch 3s here, because I wasn't even at that level yet. I didn't have enough points for that. But in the end of the day, or should I say at the end of the day, I'm so sorry y'all. At the end of the day, it did not matter because this Ray Gun Mark II is absolutely amazing. The Auto Ray Gun Mark II is awesome. I love it. It's a beauty. Oh my goodness. It's awesome. And that really clutched up for me. And alongside, of course, this shotgun right here. I am so sorry that I don't have the name on the top of my head, but we have the weapon right here on the screen. But overall, y'all, this boss fight was awesome, was amazing. It was tough as, man, what can I say? Hell, at this point, it doesn't matter. Hell, oh my goodness, y'all. This battle, this fight, I was sweating bullets, y'all. I had not sweat that much in an actual video game in a minute. It's crazy. I think at the end of this actual battle, I literally record what little time I had of the cutscene and literally say I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating bullets because I was sweating, y'all. I was so locked in. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And this is the first phase of the battle right here. Again, y'all, this whole fight was absolutely awesome. Props to the Treyarch team. It's very simple, very standard, but I don't care. It was awesome. I loved it. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. There were so many times where I got so scared and spooked, but I was on that adrenaline rush. I did not want to fail, and thankfully, somehow, some way, we were able to pull through. Y'all, again, this battle, this boss fight, I'm so sorry. It's, to this day, might be one of my favorite ones, if not my most favorite. I still love the Patient 13 boss fight on Terminus, alongside the Statue Golem fight in Citadel. But the fact that we have boss fights like that in Black Ops 6 is awesome, y'all. That's 3 stellar boss fights, y'all. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And you know what? I do hope that one day they add this kind of boss rush, right? That'd be cool. Having these multiple bosses to fight. That'd be really, really cool. Testing out how well you can do with certain loadouts, stuff like that. Because sadly, it does take some time before you get to these boss fights. Unless you're a speedrunner, of course. If you're a speedrunner, you can get to them 30 minutes tops. Sadly, that's not me. It took me about 2 hours, y'all. I think a little bit longer, maybe 2 hours and a half for me to do this. So, yeah, I was taking my time. I was making sure I saw the tutorials right. I was making sure I saw the guides right. Making sure I wasn't messing up anything. But, yeah, everyone. This, again, props. The music, the ambience, again, the toxic around the area. Oh, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. As I was fighting it, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But, man, does it keep you moving and on your toes. Compared to the Patient 13 boss fight, where you can kind of cheese it. This one, at least as of now, I don't know much of a way to get around this area without being slowed down. Because that's really what the main issue was. If it wasn't for that toxicity on the ground, and if it didn't slow you down the way it does, I honestly think this boss fight would be much, much easier, because it's not hard to avoid a T-Rex, at least in the, I would say, the first 2 stages. After that, it does become a bit more of a hassle. But I want to say at least the first 2 stages, pretty simple overall. You can evade, and it mainly does the toxic damage on its own, where it'll just roar and growl. But after the first 2 stages, I have a pause right here, but it does look like I am planning on getting to the 3rd phase. My guess is I was probably looking like at a video or something just to make sure what I was dealing with, because again, this was on my first try. I did not know I was going to make it this far. I was just hoping for the best at that point, because it was so late. I was like, you know what? It's a Thursday night. Let's give it a shot. I might be able to do it somehow, some way. We came through, y'all. We came through. The ASG shotgun. There we go. I finally remembered. But I do apologize as well. I have a bit of allergies, so I do apologize if I have a little bit of a sniffle, a little bit of a groggy self. So my apologies on that front. And this is the 3rd phase of the battle. Nothing crazy. Again, multiple zombies coming out. It's when the toxic zombies still come out. That's when the hassle really begins. Because the normal zombies are easy to kill even when they're going at super high speeds. But the toxic zombies, they buffed it up specifically here. As you can see right here, it starts going so fast that I genuinely got spooked. And I used my ether shroud. And that was merely only because I got panicked. I panicked. I really thought that was over for me. Because I'm like, that was so quick. I really did not expect for that thing to get you like that and so low so quickly. So here I am trying to run away. I fell miserably. I go the other way, and I thought that was over for me. So I used my mutant injection because I'm like, I have no other choice. I'm gonna die. And for me, I'm glad I didn't wait, because if I had hesitated during any time in this battle, it literally would have been over for me. Look at me trying to hit him with this projectile of the mangler. And it's crazy that this is the only boss fight that can take you out like that, right? Which is crazy, y'all. They don't allow you to cheese this boss fight, except for the chopper gunner. The chopper gunner saved me actually when I was doing another boss fight, and that right there, that should have killed me. That should have been game over right there. But somehow, some way, I got lucky. I was able to pull through. Oof. But seeing stuff like that, it makes me wonder how in the world I survived and made it to make this video. Although I will say, I did eventually do it again over the weekend on Sunday, funny enough, with strangers. Cool folks, by the way. Cool folks. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't trying to do the Easter egg. I was more so just trying to have fun because I had just come back from a trip. I was sadly unavailable for the weekend to play zombies, and the Sunday I was like, I want to do a little game. You know, I enjoy SHATERED. It's a really fun map. Even casually, it's a very fun map. And so I was trying to get into that manner of just playing normal zombies, have a normal game that night. Next thing you know, bada bing bada boom, completing the Easter egg a second time. Now that one's even funnier because that one, it's 3 of us. Because sadly, our 4th person ended up rage quitting right before we entered the arena. So, gotta love when that happens. And it's funny enough, he was the only one who hadn't done the Easter egg, I think. I think all 3 of us had done it, and he was the only one who didn't. So, yeah, he had the points too. But anyways, y'all. Again, going back to here. There were so many moments where I genuinely thought it was over for me. And of course, I had just used my score streak, my immune injection, and I still had my gobble gums, but I wanted to save them just in case anything crazy happened. Because again, this boss fight was absolutely wild, y'all. This was only the 3rd phase, mind you, and I already used so many of the stuff that I needed for like the 4th phase, the phase that mattered the most. And here I am running, trying to raid the zombies. If it had been the normal sprinters, probably would have died right there too. Again, so many moments where any other choice would have gotten me killed. Literally. T-Rex is absolutely ruthless, and the toxicity is crazy. And here I am using it one more time because I'm like, I'm either gonna die or get away, shoot. And here I am, essentially running for my life. Running and running and running. But I really do appreciate this boss fight. I keep saying it and I keep praising it, but that's the point of this video. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I love this boss fight. It was absolutely a pleasure, and man, I haven't felt this much hype in a minute, y'all. A good boss fight really does it for for the community, y'all. So I hope that this gameplay right here also provides a bit more detail and insight into how I felt. And again, as my channel description says, a diary about me, zombies, other games, and sometimes ASMR. So, with that being said, I do have a few more minutes of gameplay. That'll be it for me as of now. There will be a bit more commentary at the end where I essentially fanboy, fangirl at the cutscene because, again, first time watching it, oh man, y'all, I wanted to make sure I didn't watch that. Oh man, there were so many stills and, you know, small clips that I'd already sadly seen online. But thankfully, for the most part, I had evaded all of that. I had evaded the cutscenes, and it was awesome. So, y'all enjoy the gameplay. Enjoy my my stupid self later on in the video where I'm literally going crazy about it. So, again, this has been Rao. Thank y'all so much for listening to what I had to say. Enjoy the wonderful boss fight. Treyarch. Treyarch. This is the map y'all need to keep putting out, y'all. This is the kind of map y'all need to keep putting out. Other than that, y'all, at least until next time, that's what I have to say. Again, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, Major. Fuck you. Fair enough. We're not friends. We never will be.
What's good, everyone? This is Raul. Welcome back to my channel. This is my first time reacting to this cutscene right here. I just beat it. I didn't think I was gonna beat it first try, y'all, but here I am. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay.
With the Sentinel artifact.
Oh man, bro, I'm sweating bullets.
No. Sam wants to be Maxis. To reconstitute and inhabit her body.
Oh my god.
She would have full control of the Dark Ether. Godlike power. She can still be stopped, but our window isn't long. So what's it going to be?
I trusted you once, and look where that got me.
I don't
Yeah,
trust
Carver.
the machine wearing Max's face. I'd die before I let that happen.
God damn it. Okay. You got a plan?
Always.
That's how he's still red, by the way. Yes.
Wow!